a renowned and internationally acclaimed poet whose work resonates deeply with themes of blackness, land, identity. Mak Manaka is on a quest for independent black voices in literature and society. With a career spanning several years, he has carved out a unique space in contemporary poetry. His powerful verses echo the struggles and triumphs of black individuals and communities. On the 1st of February, Mak will host the Trials of Blackness at Phinda Mzala, an event designed to engage the community in meaningful conversations about the complexities of black identity in today's world. He joins us now for more. Very good morning to you, Mak. Thanks for joining us. Welcome.
Good morning, my brother. How are you?
Very well. How are you?
Monate acha.
Good to hear that, man.
Monate acha.
Good to hear that. I have no choice.
I cannot choice. I want to sure.
Let's talk about, what experiences or influences shaped your own understanding of blackness and identity. First of all, what does blackness and identity mean to you as a black person?
These impositions, this color situation, because we are dealing with color here. At the same time, too, we are dealing with a particular group of people whom have been told or sort of said they are black. So how do we understand ourselves? How do we see ourselves, right? It's funny, actually, Malming Wapele says that I must define the value of humanity to myself and myself to the value of that of humanity.
Okay.
Both.
Do you want to simplify that?
Both. Always. Right? Because we are dealing with supremacy eating, and neo-supremacist kind of thinking as well, right? So, in simple terms, my brother, right? And that does not necessarily mean that you can actually call me up and ask me for a favor or give you 20% discount just to come and perform for a show. No, it does not necessarily mean that. If anything, we walk together, we work together, we dream together, we build together. We don't support individualism, however, we support individuality. So, blackness, because it's confusing sometimes, in all honesty. Because it's almost as if to be born black is to be born without lack. And mind you, my brother, I actually have a disability. And the meaning of disability means the lack of. And because it's very physical, it's very evident, it's in your face. What of those whose disability is masked, like Mwanosa Mameling, Motosa Khonong go tshwara nako a tshwantse a tle ko mmerekong o eleng wa gagwe.
In fact, I actually have a problem with the term disability because it actually denotes the fact that the person cannot do anything. They're disabled.
That's the thing, disabled.
Yes, yeah, maybe you can refer to them as living with a certain disability, not disabled. Because when you say disabled, you're discounting them from doing anything. Anyway...
not necessarily discounting, but however, I understand what you mean. Though this goes into our humanity, ultimately. Each and every one of us here has a disability. Nobody is perfect. What is perfect is imperfection, ultimately. That is a fact. Nothing is perfect except for imperfection. And as such, we all have lack in whatever we do. And hence, disability compared to disabled. And these are semantics, in all honesty, my brother.
Yeah, it's definitely semantics.
These are semantics. We live in a dysfunctional, almost dystopia society, more than anything else,
Anyway, the issue of land, and I'm actually glad that you brought the issue of identity and blackness, because you cannot read the issue of land without, putting into focus the issue of blackness and identity. It's been back on the public domain with the signing of the expropriation bill by President Ramaphosa. And speaking of which, how does the theme of land intertwine with your own exploration of identity in your poetry?
Land is liberation. Liberation without land is what they call expropriation without compensation, or these public-private partnerships with white monopoly capitalist, one man owns an entire network or system. This is not on, you know. And the question of ownership of land, this mrena what's about lefatshe without the we receive from the land more than anything else. And we are one with the land, so the land is an extension of us. Yes. And as Ntate Lefivitladi once said, that we are not in conflict with the soil, right? How can we be in conflict with that of which gives us, which nourishes us? And in some mythology, you have this guy who's born to a goddess of mother, or Gia, like, you know, I think it's Greek mythology. When this guy gets hit and he goes down to the land, he gets very strong. And you can't beat a person ordering how he gets stronger, right? Now, we of this soil, we understand very well how to cultivate the soil, how so much of our mother tongues, how so much of our history, future, present is intertwined with us being one with Lefat out. To be absolutely, totally, and completely free. You know, this is, I suppose this is what we are working towards, hopefully, because it's a work that we are not going to live off these fruits. We're not going to taste these fruits ourselves, because we must make peace with this fact that we are not working towards that for ourselves. However, you find people who are very selfish.
We're out of time, unfortunately. Let's talk briefly about the trial of Blackness. What do you hope to achieve with that at Phinda Mzala event? Just briefly.
A spiritual reawakening, my brother, and a particular spiritual cleansing of this landlessness in our minds.
I like that.
More than anything else.
Spiritual awakening, I like that.
Yeah,
Great
that's what it is.
Man, eh?
Fire.
All the best.
Yeah.
Well, that was renowned poet Mak Manaka talking to us about his upcoming show titled Trials of Blackness, happening at Phinda Mzala. And, well, he's just giving us a taste of what to expect.